Hello and welcome to Full Follow. With me today, I have Tony Silva. How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing great today.
So, for starters, tell us what got you into racing.
What got me into racing? Wow. Well, as a kid, young kid, I loved cars. It's what I loved to play with all the time as a little kid and everything. And as I became a teenager, of course, my first car, I hot rodded it and, made it fast and everything. Got into drag racing a little bit. Then, when I was 16, my car club got to do a parade lap during the IndyCar series at Laguna Seca. And one lap, that's all it took. One lap of that track, I was hooked for life. And so ever since then, um, I got into club race for many years. Pursued a career outside of cars to make a living, but always been into it. My club racing from that evolved into knowing people that moved up into pro racing ranks. And once that happened, I was asked to join a team to help them out with organizing and brand new team and getting things going. And I've been in pro racing ever since.
So, talk to us about what you actually do in pro racing, because I saw you have a headset. Are you a cookie for what? What?
Okay, currently, I've kind of stepped back a little bit. Originally, I got into it as a team manager, and I was organizing a team, managing everything. We had a five-car team, so I was really busy. So I was doing that. Kind of semi-retired now. So now what I'm doing is, and I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm the transport driver, number one. So I drive the semi cross country. Our team, Cameron Racing, is based in at Sonoma Raceway. So a lot of the races are on the East Coast. So I do a lot of cross country driving of the semi transporter. I'm in charge of all the equipment in there. So when we arrive at the track, I set up the pit area, the fuel rig, the timing stand, all the guns for changing the tires, all that. It's all my responsibility. So I do all the maintenance on that stuff, make sure everything's ready to go, set it all up, and make sure that pit's ready for everybody.
So, tell us what kind of got you interested in racing like that. I mean, you seem very straightforward, that you're very knowledgeable and everything like that.
Um, yeah, I mean, um, okay, sorry, repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
I said, I said you seem really knowledgeable in motorsports,
Oh, okay.
everything about motorsports. So, what kind of got you going down that that path of, hey, I want to drive a transporter?
Okay. What got me down that path? Well, I mean, it was just as a little kid, just the love of the sound of the cars, the everything about it. Just the fast cars going fast, the sounds, the crowds. Watching it on TV is like I so wanted to be there. I so wanted to do that as a little kid. It was a dream of mine. So that got me going down that path. And of course, you know, grabbing every single piece of literature I could grab back then. This is before the internet in the 80s and the 70s. Reading every magazine, following IndyCar, following NASCAR, reading Smokey Yunick's books, all these books and stuff on how these guys did this stuff, and it was just always very exciting to me. Even I became a firefighter. That was my career. And even then, as a firefighter, on the days I'm at the station in the evenings, that's all I did. I read, just kept up on all the racing and everything. And then I started. Then when I was club racing, of course, I took that knowledge and adapted it to my club racing stuff. Never had the means or really the skill to go pro as far as the driver, but I had the skill level and the knowledge to at least become part of a team and participate in that way. So that's the path I took.
Oh, awesome. It it sounds like how many years have you been in racing in general?
Oh boy, in general, 40, close
40
to 40,
years.
close to 40 years. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I took a little hiatus in college. And when I was actively trying to become a firefighter, that was only 3 or 4 years, but that's been it. I've been involved with it always, either through my own personal club racing or since 2007 um, with pro racing.
Oh, all right. So I'd be remiss. You said you love NASCAR. So who is your favorite NASCAR driver? And like, do you get a chance to talk to NASCAR people?
Boy, well, growing up, I was a huge AJ Foyt fan. And this is back in the days when these guys would run NASCAR and IndyCar. So, loved that, love watching the Indy 500. And, right afterwards, the guys would, get on airplane, fly, and then do a NASCAR race right afterwards. It was just amazing. So AJ Foyt was definitely growing up, my favorite of all time. And then in modern times, Tony Stewart. I always loved watching him and loved his attitude. Um, I'm very much into the competition, and I'm a nice person. Don't get me wrong, but I love the rivalry, and the attitude of I'm going to beat this guy. I don't like this guy. We're going after him, and I enjoy that in the competition. So those type of drivers I've always enjoyed watching.
All right. So, Tony, thank you for taking the time and coming on here today. I know it was kind of get sprung together today. I
No problem.
appreciate your time and I hope you had fun on Full Throttle. Until
Oh,
next time.
had a blast on Full Throttle. And is it all right if I boost my YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Okay. So if you guys want to follow me and my adventures basically throughout the year in the 2025 IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge Series, my YouTube channel is The Racing Trucker. So The Racing Trucker, and I do daily vlogs of my driving cross country. So if you're into trucking, there's that. Once I get to the track, I'm going to be each weekend interviewing and really looking at each job on the team. I'm going to start off at Laguna Seca coming up in April with the tire guy. So we're going to talk to the tire guy, what his job is, what he's responsible for. Each weekend, I'll move on to a different person on the team. So everybody gets to kind of see the insides of what it takes to put together a pro team and what everybody does to work together.
sounds like you have a good plan for content.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for coming on my content Full Throttle.
Well, I
And
appreciate
like I
it.
said, like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time on Full Throttle. Goodbye, everyone.